Let's play some pickleball. Got to go over the rules before we start playing. Here are your pickleball rules. Let's start with serving. Everybody has to serve, so everybody's got to know the serving rules. Rule number 1 for serving, the ball must be contacted underhand, below the wrist, below the waist, so it should look like this.
Today we're going to be showing you what constitutes a legal serve. First thing is, the paddle head has to be below your wrist when you're making contact with the ball. The second important part of that is your wrist has to be below your waist, again, when you're making contact with the ball. So that keeps a lot of people from hitting over here on the side and trying to get more power on it. Everything is down below your waist when you're making contact.
After you hit it over the net, it must bounce on the other side before that team can return it. That is the only time it has to bounce.
Come on, bounce like jelly on a biscuit or bun. Come on, bounce, bounce. Yeah, we think it's fun. Come on, bounce, bounce, bounce till your feet get numb. Come on and bounce until the day is done.
Teammates will alternate who gets to serve throughout the game. So if player A serves, the next time that team gets to serve, player B will serve. And you keep alternating. We will rock, paper, scissors at the start of each game to see who gets to serve first.
Rock, paper, scissors.
What about the volley rules? This is when the ball is in play after a serve. The rules are that you are only allowed 1 hit per side. That means no passing. The ball can be hit in the air without it bouncing if it is not on a serve. Either partner can hit the ball, and the ball can hit the net and is in play if it goes over. Whoa. Only 1 foot may be in the non-volley zone when contacting the ball.
Foot in, you put 1 foot out, you put 1 foot in, and you shake, 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 shake.
I'll show you what the non-volley zone here is in a second. The ball may bounce only once on your side before you hit it. If the ball goes over the net and lands in bounds, it does not matter where the second bounce happens. Right? If the ball lands in bounds on your side, your team is responsible for returning it over the net. If you can't, then the other team will get a point. And then after you hit the ball, it may not bounce on your side, it must go over the net. So, even though maybe you hit the ball in the air and it didn't bounce before you hit it, you can't hit it, have it bounce on your side, and get over. The only time it may bounce on your side is 1 time and before you hit it. Here is the court. As you see, the non-volley zone is from the net to the first line on your court. There's a non-volley zone on each side of the net. Here's the net right here. You are serving from behind the back line here. It could be from either side. It is up to you where you want to serve from. Again, the non-volley zone. And the rule for the non-volley zone is you're allowed to have 1 foot in when hitting the ball. You must have 1 foot out. Okay, there's the net. There's the non-volley zone. How about scoring?
He shoots! He scores!
We're doing rally scoring, which means that there's a point given to a team after each play. If your game ends in a tie, play 1 more point to determine who the winner is. And if you are in the middle of a volley when you are supposed to rotate, finish that volley first and then rotate. Don't stop the volley. So a lot of you will be volleying, you'll be playing. I will say rotate. Keep playing until the point is awarded, and then you can rotate afterwards. Pickleball etiquette. Etiquette means manners. What is a proper way to play pickleball? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to announce the score before you serve. That's the serving team's responsibility. And you're going to say your score, serving their score. So if the score is 9-5 and my team is winning and I'm serving, I will say 9 serving 5, nice and loud, so that everybody on my court can hear and that we're all on the same page as to what the score is. If you have to give the ball to the other team, please don't hit it to them. Underhand toss it to them. It's more controlled. do not run through other courts to get your ball. Instead, wait until their game is paused, and then you may enter their court. If you have to go through multiple courts, I would suggest going around, waiting outside of their court until play is done, and then again, you can enter the court when play is paused. If you happen to find a loose ball, hold it up in the air nice and high, look around the gym, somebody's probably looking for it, and you can give them to them that way. Don't just kick it off of your court because it is not your ball. That's going to be very aggravating for the team that is chasing it. So quickly hold it up and give it to the person that is probably looking at you waving their hand saying that is ours. Those are your pickleball rules. Now go teach your teammates how to play pickleball.